Wow. I want to say it was a long journey, but it feels like a blink of an eye. And that is all credit to you. So, Radio Rahim with the undefeated, undisputed, unified middleweight champion of the world, Claressa Shields. That's a long interview, and I got to get used to it. Of all of those words, is there one that's most important to you?
Undisputed.
It's such a difficult thing to do in boxing, to be undisputed, to unify titles. You've done it in less than 10 fights. What is it that separates, in that regard, women's boxing from men's boxing? How could the women get this done so quickly, and we've been waiting years and years for the same division in the men's? They can't get it together.
Well, one, we fight each other. You know, and I think that it's not a small pool of women, but there's women who are willing to step up and fight each other. Like, these girls really want belts now. The promoters are giving girls chances to fight on TV, and that's how we're getting these fights done. It was a point where I thought the fight with me and Hammer might not happen, but just with everything that was going on, it was like something in me kept saying it was going to happen, because she was a champion in her own right. And when you're a champion, you want to fight the best. You always question, after reigning for a long time too, is there really another girl or another man that can beat me? And Hammer had those thoughts. And then when I came up and I was getting more credit than her, she wanted to let the world know, don't ever disrespect Hammer. And I wanted to let the world know, don't disrespect Shields. So we made sure that the fight happened. Even though we had some hiccups and some bumps on the road getting there, we made it happen. It's all about, you know, putting the money and everything to the side, but it's all about wanting to show who's the man, who's the woman. And in women's boxing, it's a lot of women who want to show that they're that woman, and I'm one of them, and Christina Hammer is one.
You talked about disrespect. Before the fight, a lot of words were said. That's to be expected. She said you had no defense. You said she only had a jab. You proved to be correct, but you did surprise a lot of people with your defense. You may have known it was always there, but a lot of people hadn't yet to see it. Did you know that would be the linchpin in this fight?
I knew if she had a good jab and she's relying on it, I knew what I could do off of a jab. Growing up at Burston Fieldhouse, I sparred a guy 6'2" almost every other day, and he was a hell of a puncher. And he was southpaw. The only difference between him and Hammer. And I could tell you what, I had to learn so much in order to keep up with them at the gym. And then eventually I became the best boxer in my gym. So I knew I could handle Hammer, but nobody can tell you what they've seen in me if they don't know me. They haven't been in the gym with me. When they see me spar against guys, I'm way more intense, way more focused than I am in some of my fights with the girls, because some of the girls don't have the kind of skills and the power that the men have. But if there is a girl that have power, speed, and IQ and everything, I'll be able to handle that. And I knew that with Hammer. She wanted to control the fight, so I let her get comfortable a little bit first round. But I also let her know, you relying on your jab, I'm not even gonna let you hit me with your jab. So when I start doing that, I seen sometimes she would get discouraged, but she didn't get discouraged until I started hitting her. When I started making her miss, then making her pay, she seen that her jab wasn't gonna work, so she started throwing the 1-2. Her right hand was telegraphed. That didn't work. I mean, I have a great IQ, and all I was doing first round was calculating. And I don't know how people didn't know I had head movement when in defense. When in the first Olympics, I mean, that was one of my main things. I mean, it's crazy.
Was there a turning point in the fight for you? I know you felt confident going into the first round, but was there a moment in the fight where you're like, I really got her? Like, there's no coming back from this moment.
I mean, from 5th round and on, 8th round, I thought it was over. I mean, did the mouthpiece come out? I don't even know what happened.
The mouthpiece came out.
I don't know what happened. I just know I hit her. Something happened. The ref didn't say break. I hit her again. Like, the ref ain't say break. What are you doing? You know, and I tried to get her out of there. And I just remember 8th round, I was punching her, and the ref jumped in between us. And I thought the ref was giving us some kind of 8 count or something. I don't know. And I ran to my corner, and Coach John was jumping up and down. And I was like, oh, shit. We knocked her out. And then I turned back around after standing up and cheering with the crowd to see her sitting down. I'm like, what the hell? So the fight was still going on.
And lastly, you called out Cecilia Brækhus in the ring. You even stated a catch weight. that's obviously something that's in your sights. But she's talking about a rematch. Do you think she deserves a rematch? Is that something you, Hammer? Is that something you'd be interested in?
Hey, if she want a rematch, I whoop her ass again. That's no problem with me. With her being a champion, 9 years reigning, she should want a rematch, and that shows where her heart is at. But the rematch gonna be on my terms. It's not on her. She's the loser. So if she wanna, like I said, I don't mind fighting her again. Just know next time, hey, if I beat her one time, I'm gonna destroy her the second time. So she better get in the gym and get ready, because it's not gonna be nothing easy. So a rematch, if she want one, sure, we'll give it to her. But we're going to Flint though.
Can't wait.
This was hostile. She thought this was hostile. I'm bringing you to my hometown now. Let's fight in Flint.
I can't wait to cover a fight with you in Flint. Everyone's going to have to wait a minute for this outro, because it's going to take a minute. The undefeated, undisputed, unified middleweight champion of the world, Claressa Shields with Radio Rahim. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, cool.